Final take.
Okay.
Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hello.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me at our dining room table for our little program here. Okay, we ate at Jack in the Box yesterday. Why did we eat at Jack in the Box yesterday? Because they had two new products that we wanted to try. The first is the Cheddar Loaded Cheeseburger. And what makes this different, what makes it exciting, is that the bun, it's your average cheeseburger, but the bun has cheddar cheese baked into it. And we've talked about like bagels that have cheese in them, the Asiago cheese bagel, and they vary from place to place. But those are so flippin' good. Mm-hmm. Like you put them in the brown paper bag, and you go about your merry way. Maybe you're out into work, and the cheese is so oily and greasy and dense and thick in the bagel that starts seeping through the bag. It's fantastic. So when Jack in the Box put cheese into this cheeseburger bun, I was like, oh, we gotta try it. We also tried. They also have another new menu item: double bacon breakfast sandwich. It's your average breakfast sandwich, but the exciting part is that the double bacon refers to there's bacon strips, and then they have bacon crumbles that they cook into the fried egg. So we had to try both of them. I mean, we had no choice. We were helpless. We're helpless. We had to surrender. Okay, we ate that around noon yesterday, but let's talk about our day yesterday. So for the week before, we have a family calendar that you draw.
Yeah, it's a whiteboard.
Yeah, we have a whiteboard, and then you draw do you draw the squares?
No, lines? The squares are there, so okay. I just write the days in.
But you do write the dates.
Yes.
Okay, at the beginning of every month.
Yes, I do.
And so we were talking about let's go to a pumpkin patch. Mm-hmm. And so you put in pumpkin patch on Saturday. We got the Wild Childs with us, and then during the week, I found out that we were going to go to Dave's Pumpkin Patch, which is close to us in West Sacramento. But then some West Sacramento Facebook thread, spilled the tea on Dave, and so Dave's Pumpkin Patch charges $18.
Like just to get in.
Just to get in. Now, okay, so they have the farmer's market, which you and darling daughter Luna Marie
yes,
went to.
That's free. You just go in and buy whatever.
Right. And you can buy veggies, and you bought honey from bees that you claim are from Clarksburg, which make them better for your...
They're local.
For your belly, for your probiotics.
Uh-huh.
So it's $18 to get into the fun Halloween pumpkin patch away from the farmer's market. And then they further charge you if you want to walk up a slide or go through a pathetic corn maze or whatever, right?
Right. It sounded like everything you do in there you have to pay for. And then, of course, if you want to buy a pumpkin, I'm sure they're like $20 each.
Right.
So
and you bought 3 little tiny pumpkins that adorn our fireplace.
I bought those at Nugget or someplace like that, and they were a couple dollars each.
Yeah,
and they're so cute.
Yeah, they're cute, and that's all we really need. And we went to a pumpkin patch 2 years ago.
Yes,
the one in Citrus Heights, and I like that was 2 years ago, and now I'm just like a pumpkin patch seems just kind of silly and dumb, and maybe if Len was 4 or 5, if Len and Luna were 4, 5, 6 years old, I could see dropping it's $50 to $75 so they could run around for a little.
Yeah, and I did that like every fall when they were little. I would do that with them, and we'd go on the rides and buy a pumpkin. But
but now
they might be too old.
Yeah, now Len is 9. I think he might still dig it. But darling daughter Luna would be over it
probably
relatively quickly, and so I wasn't feeling it. So we decided to go to Donner Summit Train Tunnels, which is in Truckee or near Truckee.
Very near Truckee, California.
And we've seen these places pop up on Instagram /Facebook at once in a while, and what it is they're huge cement train tunnels that no longer have trains, no longer in use by trains.
Right.
They may have had train tracks, but they currently don't have train tracks. And there's just a ton of graffiti everywhere, inside, outside, and it's something to behold because they're long and tall and dark. Lots of rocks and gravel you gotta navigate. So we were like, let's do this. We've been talking about it for years, probably. We've been talking about it. So we did it. Yes, honey, I see you. I see you chomping at the bit. Please tell us a couple sentences on the Donner Summit train.
Yeah, you asked me to prepare a history lesson.
Yes.
So I'm ready.
Yes, Mrs. Nicholas. I have a question.
Yes.
Do you love your husband, Mrs. Nicholas?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Yes.
The guy who was the architect of the railroads back in the day, he wanted to make a tunnel system because it's up in the mountains and there was the threat of avalanches and snowfall and all that.
Yeah.
So the tunnels act as a physical barrier to keep the snow from getting on the tracks. They were built between 1863 and 1869.
Okay.
It's estimated that 12,000 Chinese men worked on the railroad system and the tunnel system.
Were they... Do you have any idea? I have no idea. Were they immigrants? Were they Chinese American?
Yeah, they were immigrants.
Okay.
The only thing it says is by the end of the gold rush, there was thousands of Chinese immigrants who were out of work.
Okay.
So this was about 10, 15 years after the gold rush had begun. So the gold rush thing came to an end, and so a lot of the Chinese immigrant men who had worked in that started working on the railroads. So there you go.
Yes.
That's what I know.
You know what, Mrs. Nicholas? I was going to engage in the latest TikTok craze / trend, slap a teacher, but after your fabulous lesson, and you're so pretty, Mrs. Nicholas, I will not engage in slap a teacher or scalp popping or devious licks or...
You're a star pupil.
Thank you.
Mr. Nicholas.
Thank you. Do you want to see me after class?
I do.
Well, this is violating some sort of school referendum or something. Okay, so the plan was to wake up. We were going to wake up at 5:30. We were going to leave it hopefully around 6.
Yeah, it took about an hour and a half to get there from our house.
Correct. Your alarm went off at 5:30. We didn't leave at 6. We stayed in bed.
Close to. We ended up leaving at 6:25 a.m.
How close were we to canceling? Because we didn't have to buy tickets. We didn't have a hotel room booked. Like, we could have just flaked and been like, because we were snuggling in bed and it's cold outside and it's warm inside.
I said 5 more minutes of snuggling.
Yeah. And we stayed in bed till like around 5:50, and I was like, let's go. Because I got the get up and go from my mom, Grandma Tian, and I'm an early riser, and I think that's the dad / stepdad in me. I want to get there early. I want to get back early.
You're an early bird, and
and we wanted to beat the crowds in the traffic because we had no idea what was
We love going early. We love getting home early.
Absolutely.
Getting our jammies on and just relaxing for the rest of the day.
Yeah. I said, let's leave at 6. Let's be home by noon. Let's all shower, and then we can just do nothing for the rest of the day, which is pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got ready. We left here around 6:30, right?
Yeah.
Couple things, notes, ideas, thoughts,
hopes,
observations,
prayers, dreams,
hot takes, thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections. So we were getting ready, and then Luna asked, do I have to eat something, and do I have to brush my teeth? And she asked me that, and I did the classic, I kicked it down the road. Much like Congress with that debt ceiling, am I right, honey? But then... you told her, no, you don't have to eat something, and no, you don't have to brush your teeth.
Right. And then I asked you, are you going to brush your teeth?
Right.
And you said?
I said no.
So then I said, well, I'm not brushing my teeth.
Right.
So none of us brushed our teeth.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because I had coffee. I think I made a sandwich at 6 a.m. just because I wanted one.
Me and the kids shared an energy drink in the car.
Right.
And we knew we were going to be snacking.
Yeah.
as we drove.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not brushing my teeth. None of us are brushing our teeth.
Right. And again, we'll be home at noon. We'll be in the shower by 12:30. We'll be chilling, clean, all staring at our cellular telephones. Yeah, no, they don't have to eat something and didn't have to brush your teeth. So I couldn't find my little Bluetooth remote. So I went all dad. Okay. But I bought a tripod. Kids, buy a tripod. It'll change. The selfie game is done, dude. You are out here taking selfies, and it's so played. It's so boring and so pathetic. It doesn't make for a good picture. You holding your phone, pointing at your face. So go out and get you a tripod. Cheaper on the end, cheaper 10. On the more expensive, 20. I mean, there's super fancy ones you can get for way more, but I think ours was around 20. And another thing is that you can buy, some tripods come with it, but you can buy a little remote. Hooks up Bluetooth to your phone, and so you set up your phone in the tripod, and then I'm with you, I'm with our darling family, and we're doing poses, and I'm hitting the button on the little remote, and taking 80 pictures, 30 pictures. It's nonstop. It's madness, and it's such a game changer. It's so easy. We get beautiful pictures for the gram, which is really why we're doing all of this. Which is really why we went to done or something. Okay, it's not the full. It's about 60%. 60.
It played a role.
it's important, but so we can take nice, cool, good-looking pictures. But I couldn't find my remote, and I looked through our utility drawers, which is my nightstand, a couple baskets in the laundry room.
The kitchen has a couple drawers.
The kitchen has a couple utility drawers. The dresser, our TV sits on in our bedroom, has a utility area. But I couldn't find this stupid remote. And they're like $5. You can get 2 for 10, 2 for 12 or whatever. So I had to do what I used to do, which is you set the timer and you hit the 10-second, and then I run. So, and then
me and the kids are posing.
Yeah.
You hit the button and you run over to us, jump in your spot.
And I'm counting to 10 in my head and like guesstimating, and it turns out fine.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a pain. And the Bluetooth little remote clicker, it makes life easy. But I bought 2 of them, and they'll be here, I think today. It's supposed to be here today.
Thank goodness.
But yeah, buy that. Spend a little dough, and your pictures will look beautiful. Selfies are over. Selfies are so 2021. Okay.
And oop.
So when we left, it was still dark, and you made the remark, driving in the dark is weird. And it is, because as you get older, you do it less and less.
I hardly ever drive in the dark anymore.
Same.
Like, we don't go anywhere in the evenings.
Right. Well, what's there to do in the evening, honey? Only bad people are out at night. That's what my mom used to tell me when I would go drink tequila in the back room of Video Vault in Scripps Ranch, California, with my coworkers. Only the bad people are out at night.
She's right.
And that made me want to go out at night and be with the bad people. But yeah, driving in the dark, I hardly do it, but when I do it every once in a while, for whatever reason, I'm like, this is scary. Yeah. This is frightening. I don't like doing this. I want to go home. Another thing about the Wild Chows, darling daughter, Luna Marie, asked if she could bring, well, she asked you initially if her and Len could bring headphones. It's an 1.5-hour drive. And if they could bring headphones and listen to music. So they would each have their phones with earbuds or whatever, headphones, listening to their own music, ignoring our family and our plight and our scintillating conversations, honey. You kicked it to me. I refused to answer this question. I will not. I plead the fifth. I object. I kicked it back to you. You ultimately caved.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's a really long drive.
It's a long drive. It was early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once we told Luna she didn't have to brush her teeth, and it was decided that none of us were going to, just everything went out the window.
Oh.
All rules were abandoned.
Don't brush your teeth. Listen to your own music. You don't have to tie your shoes. The dominoes began to fall, as it were. But I kind of like how when we're all listening to the same song, but then it kind of turns into Len and Luna arguing. I mean, how many times can we hear that Big Sean song? Lennox, actually, he doesn't listen to that one.
I took it off the USB.
Oh well, it's just sad. I never liked that song. The end when he talks to his grandma, baby, I love you, Big Sean.
Oh, thanks for calling me.
Thanks for calling.
I like that song.
Don't put this on the album. That'd be exploiting your little grandma. Okay. So we were all, I was wearing one of my Abercrombie hoodies, and then you and Darling Daughter were also wearing a few of my Abercrombie hoodies. So all three of us were wearing my Abercrombie hoodies. So is marrying me just, you're playing the long game, honey, for this sort of Abercrombie hoodie, treacherous subterfuge that you want to steal?
I love your hoodies.
Is that what's happening here?
You give them to me when you get sick of them, or you have 10 gray ones and you need to whittle it down to only 6 gray ones in your closet.
Yeah. Or I put on a few and maybe I don't fit into these anymore, so here you go.
The way it works is you give me a few, you hand down to me, and then Luna steals from my closet. So that's how she ends up with them.
Yeah, I know. Well, like Luna's pajamas consist of those teddy bear pants that I bought for some reason.
Oh yeah, those were yours.
$5. But you know what?
It's really cute.
You're wearing my penguin T-shirt right now,
and your hoodie.
You're okay now.
And these sweatpants.
I know, and those are my sweatpants. I'm repossessing them. I'm gonna call a collection agency. You're wearing my sweatpants, my T-shirt, my hoodie. But you know what? I love it.
It's like you're giving my whole body a hug.
Yeah, it's like we're together right now. We're even closer than we are right now. I do love seeing you and Luna wear my clothes. It just makes me warm and fuzzy inside. On the way up, we took 80 for the most part. We saw a couple PG&E trucks. Mm-hmm. Trucks with the big PG&E sticker on the side.
One of them cut me off.
One of them cut you off, and at which point you shook your fist in fury, and you yelled out, "Did you guys come up here to start some fires?" Oh, honey.
I meant it too.
This is libelous. Driving on the freeway wasn't too bad, but once you got off, you at some points in a one-lane road, you're driving with the sun directly in your eyes. Yeah. It's quite precarious.
Yeah, that's the thing when you leave at 6:30 in the morning. You're going to get there, our last half hour of the drive, the sun had risen, but it was just at that horrible spot where it's like, there's not much you can do to block it.
Yeah.
But I'm a great driver.
You are.
As you know.
I was still scared. And the freeway
yeah, you were.
The freeway is one thing, but when you get off and it's do you call a road with one lane going forward and one lane going by you, so that's 2 lanes, right? Mm-hmm. Do you call that a 1-lane road?
No, because in my mind, a 1-lane road, there's only space for one car. I'm not sure what the technical term is when there's one lane going in each direction.
I think it's a 1-lane road.
What is it when it's like a single car road?
Yeah, I'm always confused by that. What do you call a road with 1 lane going one way and 1 lane going the other way? Anyways, side note. That was getting to the Donner Summit train tunnels. Like there's 500-foot cliff just to the right of you, honey, of our vehicle, and the sun's in your eyes, and at some point you had to slow down a few times because it's literally you can't see anything, and you're just like, I hope that truck hasn't stopped, and I hope someone isn't walking in the road. But you got us home safe and sound, honey.
Yes, I did.
Admiral, thank you for that. Let's talk about Lennox Albert. The way he dressed. So he had pajama pants on, and they were high water. Are they too small? Is that the style where his ankles are exposed?
I think he's had those for a couple of years, so they're just too short for him. They went up to mid-calf.
Yeah. And he was first in the car. Like, I was like, where's Len? You're like, oh, he's in the car already. But you didn't have any second thoughts about his ankles being exposed in a low 40 temperature weather, honey?
Well, no. I mean, he
did have socks.
He had layers on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had socks, shoes. He had a t-shirt, like a long sleeve hoodie over it. So I thought he'd be fine.
And he hates blue jeans. Like, he literally hates...
He hates all pants.
He hates all pants. Pajama pants
he
are
wears pajama
acceptable,
pants,
right,
yeah,
around the house.
Yeah.
So, but you were okay with him wearing pajama pants to Donna?
Yeah, like I
to
said,
Truckee.
just let's just go. I don't care what anyone looks like. I don't...
Yeah.
I let all my concerns fall away.
Yeah. Well, it brings to mind Apple Hill, which was last year. Is that correct?
No, I think that was
also
2 years ago. Yeah.
We went to Apple Hill, which was, I think, colder than...
Yes.
It might have been in the 30s.
It was very cold that day. And once again, he had high pants on.
He had high pants on.
His little bare ankles were exposed.
And he was so flippin' cold.
Yeah.
Teeth chattering.
He was...
We got there, and after 5 minutes, he was like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. I'm surprised you didn't freeze.
That was a parenting fail on me that day.
Catch a cold or hypothermia.
He was not that cold yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it yesterday we went?
Yes.
Okay.
Saturday. Yeah. Today's Sunday. This was Saturday. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. But he did wear pajama pants. But yeah, he hates pants in general. So as easy and quick as we can get him out the dough, pajama pants were fine. Yes, Lennox, do you have any comment on your pajama pants yesterday?
Your cold ankles.
Yeah. What about his hoodie? So he was wearing a hoodie, but it didn't have pockets.
Yeah, his little hands were freezing.
So he had to like suck in his arms from the sleeves
right.
and kind of wrap his arms around his warm core. Any thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections, Lennox?
No.
Okay. Thank you. But he was cold. But he was okay. It wasn't too cold. Well, Apple Hill was a real
oh my gosh.
a misstep on our part.
Yeah.
Please don't call child support on us. Don't call CPS on us. Okay, so getting there. Now, you printed out a website that had directions that were unclear once we got up there.
Yeah, the guy was like, there's a dirt lot to the west of Sugar Bowl Road.
Yeah.
And then to the east, you'll see a hole in the hill.
Yeah. and the thing is that the Donner Summit train tunnels, they're not like officially a tour. Like they're not in the parks and recreation department. They're not in the forestry. They're not official tour site.
You don't see any signs.
Yeah.
It's not marked where the entrance is.
Right. And I think it should be, because there's a lot of people who go there. But you think, is it kind of cool to be like a speakeasy? Like,
totally.
We wandered around for 45 minutes.
We wandered. We hiked up rocks and hills.
Yeah. Well, so we separated at one point because you went back to the car with the Wow Chows, and I was like, I think it's going to be over here. So I was like, I'll meet you back there in 5 minutes. And I kept walking, and we ended up asking you asked a dude.
Yeah.
For directions, for help.
I didn't even know how to get back to the car. So luckily the kids kind of knew.
Wow.
So they led us back to the car.
Yes.
And then we happened to see a guy getting out of his car with a couple dogs.
Yeah.
And so I asked him, and he showed me on his
telephone.
On his phone, he pulled up like a Google map, and he's like, "Go over here, park here."
Okay. And I came upon a group of people also while we were separated. And I walked up to him and I said, train tunnels? And they said, oh, you got to go over there. Well, first of all, they were like, this loser, this bridge and tunnel city folk out here ruining, not keeping Tahoe weird. But it turns out that the man you spoke to and the couple dudes I spoke to, they gave us opposite directions.
Yes.
Your guy told us to go left. My guys told us to go right.
And both are valid.
Yeah.
But the guy I talked to... he led us to the spot that I was trying to get us to.
Yeah.
So I'm glad.
And it was much closer.
And it was a lot closer, yes. Yeah. And were you concerned like I was that I had bad breath?
No.
Because he was like showing me on his phone, so I had to get close. And I was, and I was thinking, why didn't we brush our teeth?
Right. I wasn't there. It's lucky he didn't lead us astray. Well, that just goes to show he was just like, he was probably thinking in his head, tourist, city folk. coming up here, trashing everything, driving prices up, gentrification, ever hear of Atlantic Albert? But the website was helpful in that it told us to bring flashlights. We did. Wear shoes, hiking shoes, comfortable shoes. I wore some boots, and bring snacks. All very good information. But we didn't have any mittens. I brought some.
You were the only one with mittens.
Yeah, I brought some gloves just because I wear gloves a lot of my life now, due to my job. But I brought some mittens. And then Luna, I ended up letting Luna borrow one. So I had one mitten. She had another mitten. We were both like Michael Jackson with his sparkling glove. But we should have brought mittens.
Yeah.
And Lennox should have put on some layers underneath. But it was cold. Temperature was around mid 40s, low 50s when we left. It was cold, but it wasn't super cold. Okay, let's talk about the tunnels. So I thought they were super cool.
So cool. Just
visually stunning and beautiful. And there's tons of graffiti, and I guess people party there sometimes. Do you think the graffiti ruins it or makes it better? Or
well, towards the end, I asked both the kids, as we were walking, I said, do you think this would be less fun and less interesting if it had no graffiti? Mm-hmm. And they both said yes. And I totally agreed. It made it so much fun and interesting because you're constantly looking, like there's constantly something to see. There's lots of funny things. There's quotes. There's kind of political quotes. Yeah. There's lots of drawings of male penises. And boobs.
Yeah. There's many drawings of the dink, as it were, and by the third one, it's like, okay, we get it. Like it's not. It was funny the first time. It was sort of funny the second time. By the third time, it was just like, oh, okay.
I never got old because they were different sizes. They were incorporated with other pictures.
Well, I thought
they were different colors.
I thought about. I put it up there with in terms of effective humor. There's some sort of is it still funny after a million uses? That's what she said. Still funny. The third drawing of a dink, not funny and almost grotesque, explicit. I'm literally shaking from the experience. But yeah, there were many drawings of the wang, the dink.
The tunnels are. I was impressed by how tall they are. They're super high.
Yeah,
and they're very eerie, especially there's some spots where sunlight filters through.
Yeah.
And it's very dark inside except for there's no artificial lighting at all.
Right.
So all you get is whatever natural sunlight.
Yeah.
Some were so long that as you got to the center, it was very dark.
Yeah.
We had to turn on our flashlights. We couldn't see.
Literally pitch dark, pitch black. And in some parts, you couldn't see in front of you. You couldn't see your hand. Some parts were pitch black. But then you could see, well, to use the phrase, the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
So far away, just this beautiful, glorious light, the end. And so it was quite the visual masterpiece, or just visually stunning and just super cool.
Yeah. I think personally, I think the graffiti adds to the eeriness and the beautifulness. And it's very entertaining and very interesting.
Yeah. Well, let's go through some of our favorite quotes that we read. There's lots of like, eat the rich, F the economy. Okay, we get it. We get it. You're liberals. Socialism, communism, ever hear of it? One said, Landon sucks. And sucks is spelled S-U-X now. You know how I feel about misspellings and memes, honey. So you lose all credibility. I'm sure this Landon is a fine fellow. And maybe Landon got the job and you didn't. Or, Amazon package just came. Another one was, I just wrote Kim, and I have the phrase here. This is graffiti tagged, if you will. It says, Kim, would you stop taking pics of yourself? Spelled U-R-S-E-L-F. Okay. I can get by with that. It's not S-U-X. S-U-X is a huge violation, but yourself, okay. Maybe he only had 180 characters, like on Twitter. 140. 280. Kim, would you stop taking pictures of yourself? Your sister's going to jail. So, I have many questions about Kim. Are her pictures leading to her sister going to jail?
You don't know what that's from?
No.
That's a classic Kris Jenner quote from an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh.
They're taking Khloe to jail, and Kim's like taking selfies of herself. It's so funny.
Khloe to jail because...
It was years ago. It was like the first or second season. She got like a DUI or something.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, wow. It's all making sense now. So, see, my mind went to Kim is taking pictures of her private parts.
Oh, no. Don't be her.
And her sister's going to jail. So either the pictures are leading to her sister's going to jail, or, hey, your sister's going to jail. Would you stop taking pictures for your OnlyFans? Anyways. And finally, the last quote that I liked was... boats and hose. Very simple.
Boats plus hose.
Brevity, right. Boats plus hose.
What does it mean?
Well, I think he was quoting Notorious B.I.G., who in Big Papa raps the line, money, hose, and clothes, all a brother knows. Maybe? We were told that there were going to be bats. There were no bats.
Yeah.
I wanted to see bats.
You promised me bats.
I was hoping for bats. And a lot of the literature about these tunnels were like, be quiet. Don't talk really loud.
Like it's a library.
Yeah.
Your voice does carry. It's pretty echoey, but...
It does carry, but we were chatting. We were talking. Lennox, near the end, Lennox claimed his feet hurt. And so Luna Marie tried to carry him. Carried him for about 10 steps.
She did.
Well, you are walking on a lot of like loose rock and gravel.
Yeah.
And so definitely recommend boots. But it reminded me of the time that when we went to Darshana's wedding in Old Sacramento, and it was in the train museum.
Right.
Is that what it's called?
Oh, there's a tie-in.
Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, you want another tie-in? All these supply chain issues. Open up these tunnels. Throw some train tracks down. Get the trains rolling. We'll have our Ford trucks tomorrow. But we parked, and then we went to the wedding in the Railroad Museum. And then walking back, Lennox claimed his feet hurt. And this was early in our courtship, right? And you began carrying him.
Yes.
And for anyone who doesn't know Old Sacramento, the train museum is 1,000 feet from the parking lot.
A stone's throw from our car.
And so I remember we had to walk barely any distance.
But you know what?
And you were picking him up, and I thought,
he was only 6 at the time.
I gotta toughen this boy up.
He's a little 6-year-old boy. So yesterday, I did say, no, you gotta walk I'm not carrying you.
Yeah.
But when he was 6, I carried him.
Well, it's you carrying him at 6 years old that led to him at 9 saying his feet hurt and he wanted to be carried by his sister, who used to carry him a lot more, but Len's growing, getting bigger.
Yes. He's
not the little booper that we once knew. At one point, walking, you said, I'm thinking about these Chinese immigrants who built this. And you really do.
Yeah.
Because it was construction back in the day was much peril. No, not a lot of standards and codes and safety procedures. So I imagine a lot of people died.
I could not stop thinking about just hammering through a mountainside with a pick?
Right. Well, yeah. What was the technology in 18 whatever when this all went down? Was it a pick? Was it a bunch of shovels?
Yeah, I read somewhere that they were just chiseling away at the wall.
Jeez, it's just brutal, horrible. We didn't walk through all the tunnels. We did about 5 miles total. I don't think you don't need to do all. Well, first of all, we don't know how much there is. Are there 5 miles? Are there 18 miles? But at about 2.5 miles, we were like, let's turn around because that'll be 5 miles.
It's the tunnels are like they're separate.
Yeah.
Like you're in one tunnel for a stretch, and then there's
one lasts for 5 minutes. The next one lasts for 15. And then there's another 5-minute. It's random.
Yeah, they're different
lengths.
They're all kind of different. They're different lengths, and they all kind of look slightly different.
Yeah.
And there's open space in between, which is fun. We would look out at the view.
Beautiful view. Yeah.
Walk around and that was really cool.
Yeah.
So we got to the end of where we decided to turn around, and there's another tunnel that we could have continued through. But by that point, I think we were all starting to get tired, and we'd gone through 4 or 5 tunnels, so we'd seen it.
Yeah, like you get it. It's something to marvel at. It's something I'm super happy that we went to do, that I got to see and bear witness to. But I get it. Like after a couple miles, like, okay, how many more drawings of dinks can a man take in one morning? We're headed back, and there were more people walking, and you literally like have to, because there's mud in the middle. Well, that was another thing. There was like mud, but it wasn't too like muddy, too sloshy.
And it wasn't consistent.
Yeah,
there was a lot of dry spots.
Yeah. But I could see rain turning that place into a nightmare. Yeah. You wouldn't want to go there.
Yeah.
But we're walking back, and there's more people coming. Thank goodness we went there early. But like at some points, like you kind of had to like wait to the side and let people walk by you, or you walk by each other really quickly because it's the only non-muddy spot. But it's sort of like Half Dome, where you kind of like have to negotiate with people. But everyone's really friendly, saying hi as you're walking by. And there are many more cars, I think, in the parking lot. When we pulled up, I think we were the 4th car.
Yeah.
And a couple of them probably were owned by people currently temporarily experiencing homelessness. But when we got back, there were 40 cars maybe. So again, getting there super early.
Yep.
Very helpful.
That's the way to go.
On our way down, driving back home to West Sacramento, on the hill, there was a lot of traffic going from where we just
headed east up the mountain.
Yeah.
There was tons of traffic, and none on our way going down.
Yeah. If we were in that traffic on the other side, it would have.
Oh my gosh.
I would have cried. I would have been like, never again. We're leaving at 4 a.m. next time. So we were out by 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. We were home by 12:30.
Right.
Because we got Jack in the Box, which we're about to talk about. I didn't go to the gym that day because, well, we left the house at 6:30 a.m. and then we got Jack in the Box, and that's you talk about Luna doesn't have to tie her shoes, no one has to brush her teeth. I gave up on the gym. I threw in the towel for that day. I took the day off.
But we walked 5 miles.
Yeah, we did walk, and it wasn't as bad as like walking on the beach, but the gravel, the loose rocks, it was
more of a challenge than walking on a sidewalk.
Right, absolutely. Okay, now let's move on to Jack in the Box. Put in the order, and we didn't want it too early. So coming back on 80, for people who are aware, I think Northgate or Chucksell, I hit the submit button. I had our order all lined up. Mm-hmm. I hit the submit button around Northgate or Chucksell, and then a few things to the app, because the night before I was actually just bouncing around, adding things here and there, poking around on the app, and then I would go do other things on my mobile cellular smart telephone. But then I would go back to the Jack in the Box app, and they have a 25% off coupon, which I used. But I would go back to the Jack in the Box app. All of our items would be in there. The cheeseburgers, the breakfast sandwiches, all that stuff. But the 25% coupon would be gone. And I would have to re-add it. Okay? So I see you, Jack. I see you trying to steal from me and my family. I see your game. Never trust a man in a giant plastic head, honey. That's what I said. It was submitted around in the Nat's home ass area. Got the message. It'll be ready in 5 to 7 minutes. That was perfect. One note was that it said, and this happened last time we got Jack in the Box. This was the Jack in the Box in West Sacramento on Reed Avenue. It said only drive-through is open. was like, okay. But we got to Jack in the Box. There were 5 cars in line. And I was like, well, just pull up because they're probably open. Because last time it had the same message. Jack in the Box is drive-through open. And then I remember seeing people walking in and out of the door. And I was like, okay. So we pulled up. There were a bunch of cars waiting in the drive-through queue. So I said, pull up to the front door and I'll see if it's open. It was open. I walked right in.
They're trying to deter you from coming in. They don't want to see your face.
Yeah. I don't want to see my face either. But I don't... Yeah. So they want people in the drive-thru. I guess it's just less... It's more problematic to deal with people in person, IRL, face-to-face.
And
one thing about the app, you can't order ahead, so you can't schedule your order. If it's 1 p.m., you can't schedule a 4 p.m. order. But you do once you submit the order. There's a button that says it's a big red button. It says "Prepare food now" or "Start food now." So you can, I think you could submit the order and then hit the button in 15 minutes, in 2 hours, so they could start whipping up the food. I walked in, nothing really noteworthy. I mean, I said to the lady, Vince, I have an online order. She said, okay, we're putting it together. No worries. I think I was in there a total 2-3 minutes. She did have a red ink tattoo on her neck. It was very cool.
What did it say?
It was like a dragon or something. Oh. It was some sort of creature, monster. And then she did give, I got a large vanilla shake with my combo meal.
No, it was Oreo.
Right, large Oreo shake with my combo meal. She gave it to me first, which I appreciated because I came out, and then I gave it directly to darling daughter because she asked for a sip, and I said, "Here you go." And I felt like I was it was like 1950s America, and I was a bellhop or a car hop or whatever, and all I needed were some roller skates, and I could chew gum and serve your order on a tray, like in good old 1950s America. Is that how it worked?
Yes.
At the drive-through or drive-in. Okay, so let's get to the food. What did we order? We got 2 large curly fries for $3.49 each. I didn't list the calories because that was for our darling children. And when you're a kid, calories don't matter. 1 jumbo egg roll. That was for Lennox Albert. We got 1 order of onion rings. Oh, the egg roll was $2.49. 1 order of onion rings, $3.99 for 443.43 calories. You never see that, 0.43. We got a chicken sandwich, just a regular plain chicken sandwich, just because I've been wanting one for whatever reason. That's $1.79, 510 calories. We got 4 tacos, 2 tacos for 99 cents. We got 2 of those, so 4 total tacos. 2 double bacon breakfast sandwiches, that's the new item. And 2 cheddar loaded cheeseburgers. I got mine in a combo meal with a large curly fry and a large Oreo shake. Okay. So the curly fries, Wow Chows, pounded them down. Enjoyed them. Jumbo egg roll, Lennox liked. He liked it because it's really crispy and crunchy. Fresh fried. The onion rings, I thought, were excellent.
Yes.
Super crunchy. Got into the first world problem of it's a giant onion ring and then the little ranch cup they give you to dip it. It's hard to negotiate.
I like to squeeze the circle down in half so it's like flat and then you dip it.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
Yeah, smart.
And
yeah, I like that strategy. Well, I do the same, like I turn it into kind of an origami kind of deal and I fold and bend and anything to get into that ranch sauce cup. Oh, by the way, she said when I was getting our order, she said, do you want any sauce? And I said, ranch and ketchup and everything you got. Give me a little bit of everything. So, something like that. And we got we got 5 paper bags. And then one of the bags was just all condiments and sauce. I was like, yeah, we're out here. And most of it is in our fridge right now, but we'll use it. We'll put it to good use. But yeah, onion rings, I thought were very good, fantastic, super crunchy, fresh fried. The chicken sandwich, I got it with onions and tomatoes because why not? $1.79 for 510 calories. You had a bite, right, honey?
I did not.
Oh, you didn't? I offered you.
Yeah, I said no.
Yeah, well,
It didn't look...
It's good that you didn't.
It was like a patty.
Yeah.
If it was like a piece of like fried chicken, I would have.
Yeah, it's a flat, just fried chicken patty. It's very basic, very mid. But it costs $1.79. So
why not?
For 510 calories, and for whatever reason, I was craving it or thinking about it or desiring it. But it's a middling chicken sandwich, but for under $2, I'm a fan. But it's not great. It's far from great. It's mediocre. Okay, so we got 4 tacos for 99 cents. No, 4 tacos for $1.98 total. The 2 tacos for 99-cent deal. 172 calories per each taco. I saw you adding hot sauce to your tacos, honey. They already come with hot sauce.
Yeah, not enough. I'm a saucy gal.
Yeah, you are.
I'm always adding extra sauce.
You're saucy. You're sassy. You're my favorite teacher, Mrs. Nicholas. But thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections.
I love the Jack in the Box tacos.
They're so good.
They will never get old.
I know. They're so they're perfect, and like the meat area is like a little empanada. It's soft.
It's hecka soft and
beefy and greasy, and then the outside is some concoction of lettuce and hot sauce and cheddar cheese and crunchy taco shell, and the meat is soft and it's so good. It was my favorite thing we ate.
Me too.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's get to the new items, the featured items. Double bacon breakfast sandwich. This is described as featuring hearty bacon strips, American cheese, and a freshly cracked fried egg with cooked-in bacon crumbles, all on a buttery bakery bun. So this is the selling point is that they put bacon crumbles into the egg while they're cooking the egg. So it's double bacon. You got the bacon strips and the bacon crumbles. $5.89 each.
Holy Toledo!
For one, for 410 calories. Nearly $6 for 410 calories. What did you think, honey?
I barely noticed any bacon.
I know.
These were so pitiful.
They were horrible.
They were very flat.
They
tasted like they should have been dollar menu breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah. They look sad. Like for $6.
They were rather limp.
Crazy. And they do have a different version. It's called the stacked bacon breakfast sandwich where they throw another egg on there. They throw more strips of bacon on there.
Do you know how much that costs?
No.
Ooh, I bet that was even more expensive.
Oh yeah, it would be. Yeah.
It would. Yeah, it'd have to be.
It'd be like $7.
I bet it was
$8.
Hardly better would be my guess.
Yeah. It was not good. I am myself am a fast food connoisseur. I've eaten everything under the sun because I used to weigh nearly 400 pounds. But I would compare it to the Breakfast Jack, which is a fine sandwich, but it's under $2.
Yeah.
It's like their starter sandwich, their low rent. It's like their Toyota Camry. No, the Corolla. No. Tercel. It's their Tercel. Do they even make Tercels anymore? I don't know. But that was the starter model, if you will. It's the Toyota Tercel, the Breakfast Jack. It's fine, but it's under $2, and you know what you're getting in. It's not going to be great. So to charge $6 and have this new fancy item that is supposedly a big deal. It was bad.
That's embarrassing, Jack in the Box. Come on.
It was pathetic. And the double bacon, the second part of the double bacon, honey, bacon mixed in with the egg. Did you notice? Did you care?
I did not. I noticed strips of bacon.
Yeah.
That's not a ton. I didn't notice any little pieces.
Yeah. They were there, but
okay.
You could. I mean, you could have missed them. And I wonder if they're chopping up bacon strips or if it's like Bacos, like the salad topping. So I don't know, but yeah, it was bad and it was not worth $6. Yeah, very big disappointment. Let's move on to the cheddar loaded cheeseburger. You just got one. I got it with the meal. One is $5.29 for 550 calories. Let me tell you about my meal also, honey. So I got the cheddar loaded cheeseburger, large curly fry, which is 550 calories, and a large Oreo shake, which is 990 calories.
Worth every calorie.
Holy Toledo.
It was so good.
So my meal is 2,020
Holy
calories.
cow.
$9.68. $10, 2,000 calories. Curly fries, fantastic. The large Oreo shake, I didn't have much of it because darling daughter Luna drank a bunch, and then you had some.
I had a bit.
Okay, and then Lennox, it made its way to Lennox. Well, I got a few sips in, but like it's so thick that I barely got any shake. So I had a few sips, and then somehow the shake made it to Lennox, and Lennox started, and it was just me and him at that point at the table, and so he starts sipping on it, and he's like, it takes a while because it's so thick, but he's sucking it and drinking it and drinking it, and it's nearly gone, and he turns to me and he goes, "This is really good. Do you want some?" And I go, "Yeah." It was mine originally. Only the worse for darling stepdad. No, I don't care. Luna could have drank the whole thing. I don't care. I just wanted a sip, and I got a little sip, literally. And she ate the cherry. She asked me for the cherry.
Oh yeah, she always eats the cherries off the
take
milkshakes.
the Marshano cherry, girl. It's all you. Okay, so the cheddar loaded cheeseburger featuring 100% beef, topped with melty cheddar cheese, fresh lettuce and tomato, and cheddar ranch sauce, all on a cheddar cheese bun. Go ahead, honey. What did you think?
I was disappointed in the bun.
Very disappointed.
The bun was hard.
Yeah.
Like, knock, knock, knock. It was like you could tap it and it
fresh,
made that sound.
It wasn't fresh from the bakery.
I don't think freshness was the problem. I think the crusted baked cheese. Oh,
okay.
Because it was very plentiful with tons of cheese.
Yeah.
I think that's what kind of made it hard. Because it was
okay.
Like crispy cheese.
Yeah.
Because it had been baked, I guess.
Yeah.
So I wasn't a fan of the bun.
Yeah.
The innards of the burger were delicious. It was just a classic hamburger, cheeseburger ingredients. Very good. Yeah. Mine was too dry, so I ended up adding ketchup to it.
Yeah. My patty was dry. It wasn't freshly sizzled, freshly grilled. I think it needed more of the cheddar ranch sauce.
Yes, definitely.
These burgers these days, like, they either have barely any sauce or they have too much and it's dripping onto your hands and elbows. But it needed more of the sauce. The cheddar cheese bun, okay. I mean, it was different, but it wasn't like very noticeable in the whole scheme of things. The whole burger. So
it didn't add any flavor.
Right.
It just added a hard, crunchy bun texture.
Yeah. I guess they could take like these cheese bagels that are dripping with cheese from Einstein's or whatever, and then just slice it in half, throw a burger on there. That would be
delicious.
That'd be fabulous. But yeah, we were big time disappointed with the double bacon breakfast sandwich. But it seems like you enjoyed the cheddar loaded cheeseburger.
I did
on some level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Won't get it again, but
yeah,
it was a good burger.
Yeah, it was a fine burger, but I wanted something different. And it wasn't anything different. And I was disappointed in the 100% beef patty that was just dry and kind of mealy. We got bacon on ours. We didn't order bacon on ours. And they do a bacon cheddar loaded double cheeseburger. So it's the loaded double cheeseburger. It's a cheddar loaded cheeseburger with the extra patty, extra piece of cheese, and some bacon. We didn't order bacon, but both of ours came with bacon. Yeah. It was kind of a nothing burger, a nothing cheddar loaded burger, if you will. It was there, but it got lost in the mix, much like the sauce, much like the cheese bun. I noticed that there was a lot of lettuce. And it wasn't a great lettuce. Like they're not out here adding spring mix or fresh romaine.
I was a fan though because it was crunchy.
Yeah,
and it seemed
crunchy.
fresh.
Yeah.
So I thought it was good.
Yeah, I just thought there was too much of it. So our total. Oh, I wanted to bring this up. Our total with the 25% off deal offer in the app. Our total I saved $11, honey. So our order was $35.70. If you add $11, that's $46.70. Okay.
Wow.
So we saved $11 with the 25% off. Grandma T and my mom would be proud. Of my my thrifty shopping. And if you're asking me why am I spending $46.70 at Jack in the Crack, because I love my family. Okay.
And oop.
Alrighty, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for MailChimp. We don't have a promo code for MailChimp. Goodbye. I love you. We love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I may have let my darling stepson nearly catch hypothermia, but I'm still a good person, and we're still good people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day/night. Bye-bye. That's the official end of the program, but here's some bonus content for those who follow us on OnlyFans. We don't have an OnlyFans. If you love ASMR or mukbang, or if you're a furry, here's us eating Jack in the Crack. Enjoy.
And oop.
We got chicken.
Is that crispy, juicy tender? And oop.
Hooper.
Oh my god, his water bottle is totally dry. Or water bowl.
Oh, wow. Is he alive? He's still out here.
Oh, Debbie.
What's she doing?
She's sashaying 2 bags.
Sashaying?
Yeah.
What the heck? Debbie is sashaying.
What is it?
Luna said Debbie is sashaying.
Who's walking with this?
Hooper.
Oh wow. This bag is all sauce.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Oh here.
Holy
Oh wait,
shit.
the April. It's April.
It's fucking disappointing.
Wait, I'm gonna start with you. So I'll eat my breakfast ones here.
Dude.
In size, it's disappointing, or what?
Volume, size.
Ow.
Holy Toledo. Last time I asked for Helka sauce and they gave me
Hello.
2 of these.
This is really flat.
Smash burger. And the bacon. Did you even see bacon? And the egg? Alright.
Let's see. Let's see getting bun, I think.
It's gonna come out. No, I'm not.
Wow.
Yeah, boy.
Want an onion ring?
Hmm?
As soon as she wanted an onion ring. Glenn. Hi.
It smells good.
Oh, I thought they didn't give us napkins. Chicken.
Oh. Is it going to be tasted?
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Here's mine. Okay. I don't even know what's on this. So it's a cheesy bun, and then what?
That is tomato cheese.
Oh, the rest is just like a normal hamburger.
Oh, wait, this is bacon. I didn't get. Do you have bacon?
Oh, I have bacon too.
Oh, well.
This is the bun you said was unappealing in appearance.
Looks like I had leprosy.
What's that? What's leprosy?
It's a disease and it affects your skin. What does it do to your skin? Like you have sores or something? Or your skin falls off or something?
Oh.
I just remember it
for
was something
eating.
in the Bible.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Bible.
actually ever seen someone with it.
No, it's
Well, I mean,
either-
this looks like a cheetah or leopard print.
it's either rare or like
Leprosy.
I don't know if it exists anymore. This bun is hard, huh? Like
Booper cat. Booper.
how's your egg roll?
Good.
That's a big egg roll.
I haven't eaten it. Wow.
That's pork. Agreed.
I like the outer part of it because it's crunchy.
You don't? Or you do?
I do because it's crunchy.
Oh. Did you give Frankie a fry? I just fed him, by the way.
Hmm? Oh.
I just fed and gave water to Frankie.
There's another fries in there, right?
We got 3 total.
Oh, they're right in front of me.
Some of yours fell out, and I just put them on Luna's plate. What?
Give them back.
I already ate them. Are you guys gonna take a nap?
I'm going to take a shower. I've already taken 2 naps today. I'm I'm showering first, please. I can't do that.
But what if she finishes eating first?
Hmm.
Fine.
I think she'll be quick. The bun is kind of meh, but overall it's a decent hamburger.
He's reaching up to praise the Lord.
Big stretch. Frankie stretch.
Blooper stretch.
Oh, great. That's going to be on the pod. Best tacos ever.
What's the best part of all this food? For me, it's the egg roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be really quick because I'm not going to brush my hair so that I can prove to you that I'm not going to take a 70-minute shower.
Still takes a 70-minute shower.
She pointed at me.
Proof to Len or Vince?
Vince. Because it's in my introduction thing.
Oh. You're going to have to... He'll rewrite it.
Family can be the worst critics.
Yep.
You want to bite it, babe?
Maybe. Let me see what it looks like.
Can I have some ketchup?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have 3 of those?
Ooh.
Can you guys like take the little ketchup packets and like put it in the fridge?
We
Yeah.
do. We will.
And I'll put it on your hot dog next week.
It's nothing.
No, I'm good, I think.
Bunch of nothing. See how it's like crunchy?
Yes.
And
Oh,
then
I
this
know.
little
Oh, yeah.
empanada here.
Then it's like super wet on the bottom.
Still a winner.
Is it 2 for $1? Wow.
That's with the deal. But even without it, it's 2 for $1.29.
Oh, okay.
Look at Blooper, he's hallucinating. He was doing that like all yesterday. Did you guys come before Grandma picked me up when I went to the sleepover?
What happened?
You guys there before Grandma picked me up on the sleepover? I know.
Where?
Here, when I was going to their house.
With Cole and Eli?
Yeah.
Were we there?
Oh, we were here when they picked me up.
No. We were at work.
Oh, the Booper. Booper's so funny. Mom, what's better, cats or dogs?
Why must I choose?
If you had to choose one,
Cat.
what would you choose, cat or dog?
Dog.
How about you?
I'd say cat, but dogs are fun and playful. Booper's just a Booper.
Yes. Nap time.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
I made a smiley face.
You can leave it there. I'll take it down.
Are you gonna eat any of this milkshake, son?
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep falling asleep every single day.
Well, yeah.
I fell asleep twice today, twice yesterday, and one the day before.
Oh yeah, you were asleep when I got home from work.
Yeah, no, you woke me up. I mean,
You asked for 3 packets of ketchup. Such waste.
I'm gonna take a shower.
is there any more curly fries? Can I have
All right, baby cakes.
Can I have it all?
I want some.
Yay! Spring. Taco. The taco good? I bet the tacos from Sequoia were better.
From where?
Sequoia.
Look at you cleaning up the ketchup.
Oh, it's done. No, she's not. I thought Una finished her shower.
70-minute showers. That's what I heard on the pod.
Uh-huh.